Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. This is Raven's Guardian, and we have a new World of Trucks event that has just popped up, Cupid's Express. So in Cupid's Express we have to make 14 deliveries using external contracts and have our World of Trucks account connected to our profile here in American Truck Simulator. The community goal is to achieve 600,000 deliveries of Valentine present cargo from any city in the trucking territory. But our small part here is 14 deliveries across any of the territories in either American Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator 2, and that will complete our personal goal. So what do we get out of it? Well, the players that complete 14 of those deliveries will get a World of Trucks achievement, as well as a Neon Heart dashboard item that will be in our Steam inventory. And then if we get the 600,000 deliveries for the community, we receive Cupid's dice, which will also be something that we can hang in our truck once we have completed that as a community. All right, so big thing here is just making sure you have your World Trucks profile connected, which we do as always, so we can go ahead and browse those contracts and see what we got. So the big thing is we are in Colorado, right? So we're here in Colorado Springs. And we are going to take a trip trying to work our way towards the east, trying to make our way over to Arkansas. So what is that going to look like for us today? Well, we have quite a few things of Valentine's gifts here. A lot of them are going towards the south, but we don't want to go that direction. We want to go towards the east. This is going north. We don't want that. This is by origin. Let's not do by origin. Let's do by price. Let's see if that gives us something good that we can take. I'm not seeing any Cupid deliveries here just yet. Still looking. There's our first one going to Cheyenne. Not something we want. Also going to Cheyenne. Still not what we want. Still nothing. Raton, no. Fort Collins, no. Raton, no. Fort Collins, no. Well, we're still looking here. We'll find something, I'm sure. There's got to be something headed east. And guess what? If there's not, well, I guess we'll take one of those trips down to Raton, even though we don't want to. And we're already down in like the dirt contracts, all the way down at 300, so none of those are really going to be any use to us whatsoever. All right, let's take a look. I guess we're headed down south to Raton, even though I don't really want to go down there because I'm not going north to Cheyenne because that's definitely back the way we have already come. And Raton's right here, so it's kind of a lateral step. Not great, but also not terrible. Yeah, so there it is. Basically taking these from Colorado Springs down to Raton. We could do to Fort Collins, but I don't want to go that direction. Like I said, I want to go east, or this at least seems like it's slightly going east, just not exactly what we want. All right, so let's get going here, and we'll probably have to go pick up some gas and get some sleep, obviously, because I'm pretty sure I didn't do that, even though I said I was going to. So we'll take a look here in just a second once we get into our truck and find out. Alright, what are we working with here? Actually, I take it back. We are good on both sleep and gas. I guess I must have actually filled it up before I got on the road. Alright, so let's get out of our little parking spot here and see what we got or where we need to go. Should be out of it now. Maybe. Finally. Holy smokes, that took a while. Alright, well, we're going to be turning left out of here. Doesn't look like we have any traffic, so let's get on the way and get going. I'm glad that I had stopped and done that because that would have been quite a pain to have to go back and do it. We do need to probably go get some repairs done on our truck. Looks like we are not doing so hot. If you can see there, we got some damage on our tires and whatnot. That's just a percentage of how much damage the truck actually has. I think we're somewhere around 5% damage overall, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that its wear and tear on the vehicle, as well as you know, the people that just love crashing into me for whatever reason in this game. So that's something that we probably need to keep in mind going forward. All right, let's turn in here and find our Valentine's gifts that we gotta deliver. They gotta be around here somewhere, probably back around the corner here. Yep, there's our trailer, so we'll go ahead and get set up and back in and grab it. All right, there we go. Put it in reverse. Get lined up on it a little bit. That could be good enough. Yes, good. All right. Well, here we go. 164 miles. That's not too shabby, you know. Headed the direction we're headed, and then you know, we'll probably get 2 deliveries in here in this episode, would be my guess, unless one of them is just outrageously long, but I don't think that that's going to happen. All right, let's take a look here. Traffic looks like we're good. Let's get going. And get on the road. We got a nice little roundabout up here coming up, pretty nice. Really wish it was daytime, but you know, not going to be. We're basically making this delivery at midnight, so maybe the next one will be nice enough to allow us the opportunity to see what our truck looks like in the daytime. All right. Another right turn coming up here. And then we're going to head south on 25 down towards Raton. All right. Looks like we're going to be making a left turn up ahead, so I'm just going to go ahead and get over here in the left lane just to prepare for it, because it looks like it's a left turn probably onto I-25. Obviously, we'll slow down. Yep, truck's already freaking out, thinking I'm going to hit this car. Gotta love it. Alright, just waiting on the red light to change. There we go. Time to go. It's like, come on game, you should know by now that I'm not the one who's causing all these issues. Everybody else is hitting me. So you don't need to warn me about cars. In any case, you know, this series has been going pretty well. We're slowly but surely climbing our way out of our hole that we've dug ourselves in with this $500,000 loan. Actually, you know what? It looks like we're going to be making a right turn to do a loop to get onto 25. So we'll stay over here. The other thing that's rather interesting. Well, see, this says South Pueblo exit only, so we definitely want to be in this lane. That's very, very odd. Maybe it just splits the road up here. In any case, we've been doing pretty good. When we ended the last episode, as I was driving to get some fuel and some sleep, I now remember, as I'm sitting here, that Ruth was actually able to pick up that lowboy trailer and she started driving it. And because she started driving it, instead of pulling in about $500 per delivery that she was making, she actually ended up pulling in close to $1,000, which is fantastic. You know, it's almost double the money. I think it was like $927, I want to say, that she pulled in, which I was super excited about that, because that is definitely going to help us out in the long run when we're trying to make money. So another thing that maybe we just decide, once we earn enough money and have enough of a buffer, it might be worth it just to buy another one and leave it there at the garage for Magnus to pick up. So that way he'll have a trailer as well, and then maybe we'll pull in even more money. So that'd be really cool. But yeah, and the reason that I chose the lowboy, in case you guys haven't been following too closely is the lowboy trailer. If you put that at one of your garages, it actually is the best trailer that you could possibly have to produce income at a garage. So when your drivers that you've hired start driving, they no longer have to rent the trailer, which then eats into their profits. So with that, they ended up basically making more money because the lowboy trailer is the most diverse trailer that you have, or at least the most diverse trailer that the game has, I should say. So it's pretty cool. And if you haven't bought a trailer and you're just doing like the normal, upgrade your garage and then just put a bunch of trucks and drivers in there, maybe give a look at the lowboy trailer. I don't think it was that expensive. If I remember right, it was only, somewhere in the neighborhood of, I can't remember, it was like 40,000 or somewhere around there, but definitely worth the price. It's definitely going to make itself well more than they cost in the long run. So yeah, something to keep in mind. Maybe something to think about if you're, a new driver or a driver that's, considering doing something new or trying to spice it up, I guess, if you want to call it that. Maybe look into the trailers. It might be worth it. In any case, we're still, like I said in every episode, we're still trying to make our way out to Arkansas. Slowly but surely, we're getting that direction. When we made that decision, we were all the way up in the northwest corner of the country, up in Washington, damn near Seattle. And then we decided, you know what? I'm tired of just driving all over the place willy-nilly. Let's set some kind of goal. And the goal that we set was trying to get 100% of Arkansas complete. So all the roads, all the cities, everything there discovered. And then on our map, having it show that Arkansas is 100%. The reason we chose Arkansas? Well, due to the Cruising Arkansas event that happened way back when Arkansas DLC released, we ended up getting about 22% of the state complete in just that small amount of time. So it's by far, like head and shoulders, almost double any other state that we have completed. So we figured, you know what, we're just going to get 100% in Arkansas, and then we'll just go from there. So Arkansas, maybe to Oklahoma. Arkansas was going to set us up real nice whenever they decide to finally release the DLCs of Louisiana, Iowa, Missouri. Those DLCs have been on the books for quite a while now, and they are probably going to come out, I would say, maybe this calendar year. I would imagine at least one of them will release this calendar year, and I'm hoping that we'll be set up nicely to capitalize on that instead of having to either teleport or drive all the way across the country to get to the new DLC. So that's part of the reason why I chose to go there. And that's honestly, like I said, with every game that I play, if you watch any of the other games I play, my whole goal is to maximize every game I play, get 100% completion. And honestly, that's just the way I am. I love completing games. It's always fun. It's always a challenge. There's always like one or two things that like you just get stuck on and you have to grind to get, but when you finally get it, it is fantastic, and you feel the accomplishment of actually completing it, and it's well worth it. So what I'm trying to do here is get 100% in this game. I know it's going to take forever. I know the DLC is going to keep coming out. I know there's always going to be something new. So I understand that this is not just something that's going to be, 120 episodes or 150 episodes and done. I mean, we're probably going to be playing this for years to come. And then again, you know what? If I get tired of it, or I'm just fed up with it, or maybe I have to take a break from it because I do get that 100% and there isn't a new DLC out, and I'm just waiting on the new stuff to come out, I will do that. And that'll just be that. And that's okay. You know, it's always good to also be able to take a break from a game. You know, you don't need to necessarily get worn out and overworked in a game, because where's the fun in that, right? If you lose the fun of playing a game because you're just grinding at it so hard, like, there's no fun in that. Like, that to me is like, well, that's just dumb. Hey, there's some money coming in. So Magnus just pulled in $1,323. Wow. I wonder if he borrowed the Low Boy trailer, because that is a massive amount of money to be pulling in. Of course, then again, you know, Magnus also probably leveled up some of his traits over the last couple episodes, so maybe that's just the new deal. You know, maybe he's pulling in that money now. All right, looks like we're gonna have to stop at this way station, so we will get set up for that. So we can stop and they can tell me, hey, your truck needs some work there, boss. And I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm well aware, thanks. You're not telling me anything I didn't already know. All right, come on, dude, don't take this long to weigh your truck. All right, we're 27 miles away, about 30 minutes, give or take. So we are almost there. Let's go ahead and see what we got. Your vehicle's not in perfect technical state. Be more careful next time. Yeah, I'm aware. Thanks. Well aware. All right. The other thing, I think when we get down here to Raton, even though we don't really need the sleep or the fuel, I think I'm just going to go ahead and get it anyways. That'll help us get a little bit closer to daytime as well for our next delivery. So that way you guys will be able to see what we're working with here. And it won't be this crazy wondering, like, what's the truck look like? What's this look like? What's that look like? What's the scenery look like? We'll get to see all that stuff. All right, so we're about 18 miles away, so I'm just gonna have to suffer behind this BHP truck for a little while, because I have a feeling if I try to go around him, chances of me missing my exit are probably pretty high, and I don't really want to do that and have to backtrack. So we'll just deal with it for now, and, you know, get over here to our delivery destination, which you can now just see popping up on the GPS there in the bottom right corner. All right, looks like we're taking this exit anyways, as is he, so, or her, whoever's driving. So we'll just gonna follow him in here. Luckily, it's not too far off the exit, and it looks like there's a nice place to sleep and refuel just down the road, which is much appreciated, and we'll definitely be utilizing that. All right. Get our blinker going here, because we're definitely turning right. And good, the BHP truck is now out of the way. And we discovered Raton. Just happens to be the 12th of 14 cities in the state of New Mexico that we have to discover. So we are only 2 away from discovering all the cities in New Mexico. So that's pretty exciting. However, we're still not anywhere remotely close to as well where we were with, wow, this is going to be a insane parking spot that we have to get into. I don't even know if we're going to be able to do this without clipping something. I'm a little bit worried about that. Let's see, can I get around this without hitting anything? Maybe. All right, I think we're clear. Now we just got to pull it in. Bingo. All right, sweet. Definitely decouple. All right. So that was a nice quick drive there. Valentine's gifts delivered from Colorado Springs to Raton. Our base reward there, we got 179 experience and $1,191. Working our way towards level 13 there. All right, we used 27.4 gallons, and it only took us 15 minutes of real time to make that delivery. So that is pretty neat. All right, let's go back into our jobs here. External contracts is what we need. And again, we're down here in Raton. So this is going to Abilene, which is in the correct direction, and it's paying us $2,900 to do so. So I'm thinking, yes, please. And guess what? It's here, Dollar General, which is pretty exciting. So we're just gonna have to go get some gas and refuel, and then come right back here. Or, you know, we could just go get this trailer that's literally right there, and then go back and get some gas and sleep. You know what? I actually want to go get the gas and sleep first, and then come back. And the reason why is exactly what we talked about before, right? So I want to be able to see what I'm working with here with my truck. So I want to go get some sleep, get some fuel, come back and pick up the load, especially since it's literally right here. And once we do that, we'll be able to see what we're doing in the middle of the day, hopefully. All right, so let's go over here. Ooh, a little bit too much gas there. Speeding up just a tad bit too much. All right, now we're back in the appropriate speed, and this cop is just gonna, oh, I thought he was just gonna whip right out in front of me there for a second. Luckily he did not. We are gonna pull in here. I think there's an entrance up here. So we'll use the, I guess you want to call it the truck entrance, right here. And then we'll pull in here and get some fuel. Pull in the back and get some, or over here on this gravel and get some sleep. Reset our clock. Here we go. We only used 27 gallons, so this shouldn't be that much at all. Yeah, 28.28. Only cost us $100, so not terrible. And let's pull over here in the sleep zone to get some rest. Are you let me sleep? No, maybe. There we go. You know what? I'm just gonna block this guy because I don't really care. Hey, guess what? Well, Ruth C. couldn't find a job, returned empty. Cost her $262. That's okay, Ruth. I'm sure you'll get another one soon. Alright. Loan installments, $1,807 went out the door there for our loan payment. And that's alright. Alright, well, we're going to be turning left out of here because we got to go back to pick up our Valentine's gifts. You know, Valentine's Day was a couple days ago. By the time you guys see this episode. But, you know, that's okay. It's an event, and we're getting the opportunity to make our deliveries. We at least got one of them, and we're about to get our second one here. So we will we'll definitely do that, and we're going to make our way all the way to Abilene, Texas. Which, if you could ask me would I like to drive from Colorado Springs to Abilene, I would have told you in this game, yes. In real life, no, I'll pass. Only because it is a extremely long drive and there is literally nothing to look at. It is just wide open. There is definitely not a lot in Abilene. Or I would say, actually, there is quite a bit in Abilene. I take that back. There's not a lot in between Abilene and Raton, New Mexico. That is what I would say. It is literally just basically a ghost town when it comes to seeing things. All right, let's try to back in here. This is going to be a little bit of an interesting attempt to get this here, but I think we'll be all right. Turn the wheel a little bit. And I think we're good. We're lined up pretty nicely. And there we go. Get coupled up here. Put her into drive. It's gonna be hard to get around this corner and then also get out of this this parking lot. So this will be the challenge. Without hitting something, that is. Alright. Can we really see? Not exactly. But I think we're just going to go for it. And we're going to see if we make it. And we did. Perfect. Alright. We definitely need to get over here in the right lane. So we'll just go ahead and do that now. Keep an eye on our speed. 35 is the speed limit through here. And we are basically just going to be driving on these roads. And if you've driven through Raton, you will know that this road does actually exist like this. Where the 25 intersection is, there's basically a country road that drives straight into Raton. And from there, there's like a McDonald's there, a couple of gas stations, and then it's just straight north into Colorado. So it is it's very true to form here with what this looks like. I will say though, it is definitely a lot more red and less green from pulling out of Raton. In any case, we're just going to get up to speed here as usual. Set our cruise control and let the cruise control do all the work. So that way we can just cruise along here on the interstate and get to where we need to go. I'm actually kind of interested to see if they replicate some of the roads out of across here as we get across into Texas, because a lot of those are just like one lane highways where you're literally just driving and you're in a car like I was at the time, and a tractor trailer like me in this game was to drive past you. You're both doing 70 miles an hour, and every time a car passes you, it literally feels like you're having the hood of your car ripped off. Because there's just so much, buffeting of the wind that's in front of that car and that truck. It is quite a violent experience, and it can be a little nerve-wracking. But in any case, luckily we don't have that kind of physics here in the game, so it's not as dramatic or as crazy as it is in real life. All right, 46 miles to Clayton. I don't think Clayton is actually one of the cities that we can discover in Texas, but maybe it is. We can take a look at the map real quick just to see. Let's see if there's any cities that we're actually going to drive through here. Dalhart, yep, Dalhart, that makes sense. And we should definitely pick up Dalhart because we're going to drive right through the middle of it. Amarillo, yes. And that's pretty much it, I think. Yep. And then we'll be down here in Abilene. So pretty crazy. All right, let's get back to it. Get back up to speed now. Our speed limit has been raised up to 70 miles an hour. And then once we do, of course, we'll set the cruise control and just let the cruise control do the work. And there we go. Oops. Leaned a little bit off the road there. It was not my intent. Just all over the road. It's not what I'm trying to do. Just trying to hang out and relax. Looks like we're about to pull into another city here. I don't think this is Dalhart. Maybe it is, but I really don't think it is. This drive is 7 hours and 14 minutes still until our destination. So like I said, this will likely be the last delivery we make. And we're going to slow down for the speed limit here down to 50 miles an hour. Slowing on down to 40 now. Must be pulling into Dalhart maybe. to 30. Alright, we got a green light. Good thing we're in the left lane here, so we don't have to deal with all this traffic. Hopefully we'll get through the light before it changes. And we do. Good. Speed limit's still 30, but it's going to bounce back up here to 40 in just a second. This might have been Clayton, to be honest. Yeah, I think that was Clayton. Dalhart's still 32 miles from here. And there's a cop car. Good thing we're going the speed limit. And now we're up to 50 and back up to 70. Alright, perfect. So we'll get back up to 65. And, you know, you may think that this game is just messing with us by making us do that, but believe it or not, in real life, that is exactly how these roads are. You know, you have to slow down to 30 miles an hour for this little tiny town that's literally about maybe half a mile long, and then all of a sudden, the speed limit's right back up to 70 on the other side. Alright, crossing into Texas now, so out of New Mexico into Texas. And Dalhart should be right up here around the bend. In real life, that's not exactly how it is. It's quite a drive from the border to Dalhart, but it is pretty cool seeing all the like silos and everything that are out here. You can always tell when you're getting close to Dalhart. They have this really massive green silo that literally sits like right in the middle of the town. Kind of looks like that thing that's right above the train right there. So it'll be interesting to see if this actually is Dalhart that we're coming up to here in just a minute. And we need to slow down to 55. Yep, what do you know? So true to life, just like in real life, this game has accurately depicted Dalhart, or at least part of Dalhart, which is actually kind of cool. Alright, straight ahead to Amarillo, that's where we're going. So that is what we're going to do. And yeah, hopefully get across here before that car decided he was going to go. Made me turn on my hazards for no good reason. Alright, we still got 351 miles to go. About 6 hours and 20 minutes of in-game time driving. Don't worry, I'm slowing down. And I'll make sure to put my foot on the brake so I don't drift backwards into somebody behind me. Alright, 6 hours 20 minutes to go, 351 miles remaining in this drive. And it looks like we're going to make a delivery somewhere around 11 p.m. in Abilene. Which is good news for the next delivery that we'll be making, because it'll be probably about midday or so at the beginning of the next episode after we get our sleep and our fuel for the next drive that we have to make. Alright, get up to speed here. That hill was a little sluggish for us, but that's alright. Yep, up to 40 now, so we're doing alright, and then it should bounce back up to 70 here in just a second. Oh, maybe 50 first. Alright, up to 50, and then up to 65, or 60. And finally up to 70. Alright, sweet. 75 actually, which is good. Yep, so we're on the road, and we're doing pretty good. Still got 344 miles left to go. About to eclipse that 6-hour mark here in just a bit. I would think that this car would speed up. Well, I guess it's because we're all getting over. That's probably why. And I'm going to have to get over it as well. Yep, so here's those one-lane highways I was telling you about. Yep, so just imagine you're a car driving on the other side there, not doing 70 miles an hour, or doing 70 miles an hour with a tractor trailer like this one driving 70 miles an hour going the opposite direction. It is definitely a surprise, to say the least. Alright, well, we're opening up here in the 2 lanes, which is fantastic. Because I'm going to make a move and try to get around these guys. Because I don't feel like getting stuck behind them. Alright, there we go. Actually, nope. I'm going to stay in this lane because it looks like we are making a right-hand turn up here. Welcome to Dumas. Or Dumo or Dumas, whatever you want to call it. Some people say it the inappropriate way. I'm just going to stay out of it. Surprised it's not a city that we get to discover in this game. But, you know, it is what it is. Don't worry, I'm slowing down and stopping. It's going to be fine. I don't think it turned my flashers on, so that's good. Nope, I don't think it did. Alright, good. Just waiting on this red light. Yeah, it looks like we are lucky enough to be the guy in the front, which I'm ecstatic about because that means I don't have to really worry too much about other traffic. I do have to go the speed limit though, so I'll make sure to do that. And speed limit's increased to 45. And up to 55. And we're now leaving Dumas and headed towards Amarillo, about 26 miles to Amarillo. So I'm pretty sure we already discovered Amarillo, so it won't be a city that we're going to discover. That's alright. We'll definitely be okay on that end. And we're going to set our cruise control once we get up to speed here. As we just get under about 300 miles to go. All right. Talk, text, at work, and crash. Yep, that's a pretty good correlation that does happen from time to time. I'm not going to slow down here. I'm just going to let it ride. Because you do have the 10% rule with your speed. And I don't really want to slow down to 60 just to speed back up to 65. Now if it drops even further, then yeah, I'll slow down. So like this where it goes down to 45. I'll slow down, I guess. So this must be Amarillo, or at least the game's interpretation of Amarillo, I should say. There's a film up here that we can get, but I think that it's actually down underneath the bridge, and not really something that we're going to be able to pick up on top of the bridge. Which is okay. We'll get that another time. I'm not super worried about it. Yeah, I think it's down over there in that parking lot probably. Holy smokes. Going down over that hill. It's a little nerve-wracking with this McDonald's truck. Alright. 283 miles to go. 5 hours or thereabout until we get to our destination. I mean, I suppose it's down that way, right over there in that parking lot, but it's too difficult to do in this with this trailer. So we're just gonna skip it for now. We'll get it another time. And we're gonna catch every stoplight here in town, I'm sure. That's how this game likes to play. And there's not really a way to bypass this in this game, of course. That would be too easy, and we can't have, you know, deliveries being easy. That's not acceptable. Alright, another stop here. Just trying to hold us over that 5-hour threshold and not letting us get under it. But we should be pretty soon. I think that's going to be our last light, hopefully, before we get out of the city of Amarillo, hopefully. Guess we'll find out soon enough, won't we? Alright, here we go. So like I said before, we'd already discovered Amarillo as we were driving across the country last time. So it's not something we have to worry about this time. It looks like it wants us to take this ramp right here, so we will go ahead and do that. As we come around here, we'll stay in this this lane here to head towards Fort Worth and Oklahoma City, I guess. Speed limit's up to 60 now. I would have thought we would have went further south, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. Alright. Here we go. Woo. A little bit of momentum there almost threw me out. Yep, we're not going to take the exit there to Lakeside Drive, so we're just going to stay in this lane. Looks like there's a bunch of stuff there, including a garage that we could get if we took that exit, but it's not something that we're really worried about at the moment, as we're attempting to make our way down to Abilene. Yep, and as I said before, the speed limit here is 60. However, I already knew it was about to go up, and we do have that 10% availability there. So we're going to take this exit here, as is the car in front of us, it looks like. And we're just going to stay over here in the left lane for now. We'll let this car pass us on the right, which is in Texas a big no-no, but it's alright for me right now. Alright, let's get over into the right lane where we belong and keep driving. So we're almost to 4 hours at this point, getting towards Abilene. That stop through Amarillo there added about 18 minutes of in-game time to our delivery time that was originally set for 11 o'clock. But that's alright. 235 miles left to go. We still have about a little over 4 hours till we get to Abilene. We got cops here waiting to try to pull over some speeders. Don't worry, we are linked to a World of Trucks account, so we are capped at 65, and we're not going to be speeding on this road anytime soon. Alright, about to go under the 4-hour mark here in just a minute or two. As we make our way here towards Abilene. And we'll have to see the next episode where we're going to make our delivery out of. It'll be kind of interesting because we're obviously going to work our way east, right, towards Arkansas. But I'm wondering if it's going to make us go back north to, say, Dallas first or something like that. But then again, I guess Dallas technically is almost directly east. It's not really north. It's north-ish east, but it's mostly east. Alright, just went under 200 miles. So we're cruising right along in this one now. Making up a little bit of time on our delivery. So we're down to about 11:15, 11:16-ish for the delivery time. So we're picking up a little bit of time, which is good. Yeah, it's kind of disappointing that Ruth wasn't able to find anything to deliver. I'm not quite sure why or where she was at when she made that discovery. It's kind of unfortunate. Definitely unfortunate. And then the other question would be, well, is it because she had the lowboy trailer with her that she wasn't able to find anything? And I have no idea. That could be. Very well could be. As opposed to, just taking the load out of somewhere. She instead had to drive straight back. Because like I said on the last episode, after the last episode ended, she had pulled in $923 with no issues. Alright, just about to go under the 3-hour mark here. And we get to bypass this one, so that's good. Don't have to worry about stopping. So that's exciting news for us. I mean, I do realize that at some point we're going to have to stop there for the 100% completion, but right now, I'm not too worried about it. Alright, looks like we got to slow down to 50 up here, so might as well just go ahead and start slowing down now. And it looks like we got a turn coming up here. And we definitely want to slow down because that is a cop. Alright. Make a right-hand turn up here at the light. Hopefully enough vehicles will make it through this light and we won't get stuck with another red light before we can go through. But if worse comes to worse, we'll be hopefully the first vehicle in line, so we can just go ahead and stop on red and then actually turn. And this is a extremely long light for whatever reason. Finally just turned green. That took a while. Come on, dude. Get through the light. Whoa, bro. What are you doing? The heck was that? The AI in this game, man, I tell you what. There's something terrible. Alright, well, in any case, we're back on the road. Speed limit's still 50. Plan to take full advantage of it for now, up to 55 hopefully. So hopefully it'll be changing out of 55 to something a little bit faster here in just a second. Yeah, sure, 55, cool. Good enough. Maybe we can get up to 60. Alright, back up to 75. We're good. Alright. Alright, car. Start driving faster. Thank you. Alright, 131 miles to go as we're cruising down the road here, this one lane road. Just over 2 hours to go. We already made it past Amarillo, we already made it past Dalhart, and I think the only thing between Amarillo and Abilene was literally the scenery. So the next town that we should come up on will hopefully be Abilene. I mean, we're getting paid a pretty nice penny for this drive, though. I think it was like, what was it, 2,900 or 2,400, somewhere in there. Which, I mean, it's pretty solid. I'll definitely take it for sure. You know, we've lucked out, and, you know, knock on wood, haven't had anybody wreck into us, even though that truck did try to brake check us. And then we also didn't have any issues with whoa. I definitely did not see that speed limit change. Where did that come from? 75 to 35, just slow down. And then speed back up to 60. No idea what that was about. Well, here's Guthrie. And down to 40. Only about 93 miles out from Abilene. Yeah, we're speeding back up to 60 now. Good. Let's get going. Only 90 miles out. And our little sleep guy is basically almost all full up. He's almost completely blue. Which is a little bit crazy for me to think about. That, you know, it's taken us this long to drive. In-game time, obviously, not in real life. I feel like we haven't really been driving that long. I mean, we are about 50-ish minutes into our episode. So I suppose that is pretty realistic. Now the question is, do I go around him? Yes. The answer is yes. And the answer is, I hope a car doesn't come, because if it does, we are screwed. And I don't think we get the other one. Especially being capped at 65 here. Alright, well, we're 65 miles out, and speed limit we're driving to 65, so you would think add 2 and 2 together and it should be about an hour, but according to our GPS, it's going to take us an hour and 10 minutes. Which doesn't make any sense to me, but then again, I guess we are going to be slowing down once we get into the city, so I suppose that is a possibility. Still 55 miles out. Speed limit slowing down to 55. I think I'm just going to ride at 60. Just in case this thing decides it wants to speed back up for whatever reason. And so it looks like it's going to slow down to 45, so we'll slow down. And down to 30. And there's a cop car right there in front of us. Or at least it looked like one. Maybe it isn't. I guess we're an avid historian. Just saw that pop up there on the bottom left of the screen. Don't know exactly what that was for. And it looks like we need to make a left turn, so I'm going to go turn my blinker on. Just kind of edge this car out a little bit. There we go. Speed limit's picking back up. Oh, looks like Magnus has made another delivery. Oh, he couldn't find a delivery. Interesting. So now our drivers are having trouble finding deliveries to make, which makes me wonder what exactly is going on. Hopefully these 2 cars here are the last 2 and we can finally make this turn. Yep, looks like it. Alright. Take this little side road. Speed limit's 55, it looks like. So I wonder where they're making these deliveries at that they're not able to find any work and having to drive back. Because that seems a little bit odd. And just same as before, I think I'm just going to speed up to 60 and just let it ride. Or 59. 59 works. Hey, we discovered Abilene. So that was the 5th state in the Lone Star State that we discovered. That's pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to slow down to 45, I guess, for this turn. Alright, there's our destination just now popping up on the GPS. So that is good news for us. Got a yield coming up here, I guess, for some of the traffic that's coming off the road there, or cutting across onto the road, I should say. Luckily, we didn't have any issues with that. Alright, and then they have the yield for us. So let's go over this way. Looks like there's a sleep spot right there that we could hit up if we need to, which I think we will, just based on where we're at sleep-wise, because we are real low on the sleep right now. Not red, but we're pretty low. Alright, brake. No traffic. Let's go. And another right turn here. Going up to the big old Coca-Cola plant right there in front of us. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I think we had a nice little green light there. Don't have to worry about that. And turn into the Coca-Cola plant. Here we go. Oh boy. I was not expecting that. Hey there, boss. Straight ahead for the delivery. Must be delivering some Valentine's flavored Coca-Cola. Alright, decoupling. And that is going to end our episode right here. We drove 485 miles. It took us 41 minutes using 80.9 gallons of fuel. And it netted us $2,901 and 621 experience, which is fantastic. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. You got to see the 2 of the 14 deliveries that we have to make for this World of Trucks event. And yeah, I had a lot of fun. It was good times. Got two deliveries out, which was pretty cool. And I will catch you guys in the next one. So have a good one. Bye.